Friedman Observatory, nighter. Cold wind sweeps over the hilltop. The sky above the observatory dome blazes with stars, sharp, distant, endless. Inside, Dr. Henry Frankenstein, late 30s, stands before an array of monitors. His face glows blue with data stream reflections. His once bright eyes now carry the haunted focus of a man who hasn't slept in days. Henry, when you stare at the sky long enough, it starts to stare back. They warned me obsession would drive me mad. They didn't tell me what happens when obsession answers. Observatory, main control room, night. The hum of machines fills the silence. Graphs, spectrograms, and cosmic noise patterns scroll across multiple screens. Henry adjusts a dial. The static narrows into a repeating rhythm. A faint pattern emerges, like a heartbeat buried in static. Henry, no. That's impossible. He replays the signal. The rhythm repeats. 4 beats. Pause. 2 beats. Pause. Deliberate. Intelligent. Henry, into recorder. Signal origin. RA18H deck minus 27 degrees. Same sector as Gliese 581 point. Amplitude stable. Pattern repeats every 11.2 seconds. This isn't random noise. He leans closer. Breath fogging the screen. The pattern suddenly distorts, then evolves. Now it's pulsing faster, like it knows he's watching. Henry, for years I searched for order in chaos, but that night, chaos called me by name. The sound intensifies, layers building into something melodic. He realizes it's forming tones. To a sequence of harmonics, Henry, to himself, it's trying to communicate. He opens a channel, typing fast, sending a binary response. Moments later, the machine replies with new frequencies, echoing his input, mimicking him. Henry's hands tremble. Henry, softly, "You hear me, don't you?" Observatory. Later that night, the lab is dim now, the signal looping like an alien lullaby. Henry stares at a holographic model, a 3-dimensional waveform glowing in the dark. It twists and folds on itself, like it's alive. Suddenly, the lights flicker. The waveform stretches, forms an outline, a figure suspended in static. A shimmer of something alive flickers across the glass. Henry's breath catches. Henry. For one heartbeat, I thought I saw her. Not a creature. Not a monster. A presence, watching me from the other side of the stars. Then silence. The waveform collapses, the signal dies. Henry stands motionless in the dark. Henry, whispering, "Don't go." Friedman Observatory, office, morning. Newspapers litter the table. Headlines: NASA denies extraterrestrial signal rumors. Frankenstein's madness returns. Henry stares blankly out the window, a coffee cup untouched beside him. Julia Kent, 30s astrophysicist and his former colleague, steps inside. She looks exhausted but kind, the only one who still visits. "Julia, you haven't been home in a week. You need rest. You need rest." Henry, rest won't bring it back. Julia, bring what back? Henry turns to face her. His eyes burn with quiet conviction. Henry, the signal. It stopped responding. But I know it's still out there. It wasn't random. Julia, it knew me. Julia, you're chasing ghosts again, please. Don't lose yourself like last time. She sets down a small photograph, Henry and a woman smiling beneath a rocket monument. Julia, softly. She wouldn't want this to destroy you. Henry's face hardens, but his voice cracks slightly. Henry, you think I don't know that? I hear her every night, in the silence after the stars fade. That's why I have to find it if there's something beyond this. I'll bring it home. Launch facility. Dusk weeks later. An experimental spacecraft gleams beneath the red sunset. Engineers swarm around it like bees. Henry walks toward it, wearing a sleek black exosuit, his name emblazoned, Dr. H. Frankenstein, Commander. Henry, when the world stops believing, the sky still listens, and sometimes, if you listen long enough, it answers in ways that break you. Mission control. Night countdown clock ticking. Monitors show the launch vehicle, the Prometheus 4, primed and ready. Julia, over headset. Prometheus 4, systems check complete. Guidance green. Henry, are you absolutely sure about this? There's no return trajectory if something goes wrong. Henry, over comms. If I find what's waiting out there, it'll be worth it. Julia, you always say that. She closes her eyes as the engines ignite. Launch pad, night the rocket rises into the sky, a spear of fire piercing the clouds. Thunder rolls across the valley. Inside the cockpit, Henry grips the controls. The stars shimmer ahead. Henry, every ascent feels like resurrection. Every mission feels like confession. The stars grow brighter, then distort. The same pulse pattern flickers across his navigation screen. 4 beats, pause, 2 beats, pause. Henry's eyes widen. Henry, no. Not now. Suddenly the ship lurches. Lights flash red. The signal amplifies. Deafening system warning, gravitational anomaly detected. Recalibrating trajectory. The craft shudders violently, pulled off course by a ripple of distorted space. Henry, shouting, Prometheus 4 to control. Something's locking onto the drive core. Julia, radio breaking up. Henry, signal interference, abort. The stars stretch into lines. Space itself bends. Henry's voice breaks through static. Henry, if you can hear me, tell them. It's beautiful. The ship vanishes into the distortion. Unknown space. Time, unknown silence. The wreckage of Prometheus IV drifts in a sea of light. Not blackness, but an oceanic glow. Nebulous currents swirl like liquid crystal. Inside the cockpit, Henry floats unconscious, blood trickling from a gash on his forehead. Henry falling feels like flying, until you remember gravity always wins. But where I fell, there was no gravity, no sky, no time. Only the pulse, waiting. A faint glow gathers around the wreckage. A shape moves in the mist, fluid, luminous, almost human. It touches the broken glass. Henry stirs. Opens his eyes. Through the blur he sees her, a silhouette of light and motion, eyes like galaxies reflected on water. He can't breathe or replace his fear. Henry. In that moment, I knew the signal hadn't been calling to Earth. It had been calling to me. The shape dissolves into light, enters the ship. The monitors flare to life again, showing the signal pattern. Henry, whispering, "You found me." Fade to black.